What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Stats with Evan, and I'm here to preview this weekend's three-game series between my Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's get it poppin'. So going into this weekend, the Nationals are 55-47, the Dodgers are 67-37. Washington is second in the NL East, LA is first in the NL West. The Nats are currently involved in a three-way tie for the National League wildcard spot with Chicago and St. Louis. LA is all alone at the top of the National League and running away with it. This season, the Nationals are 13-12 against the NL West. The Dodgers are 16-5 against the NL East. In their last series this past week, the Nationals won 3 out of 4 against the Rockies. The Dodgers got swept in a brief 2-game series against the Angels. Here's what you need to know about the two teams going into this weekend. This is the last of two head-to-head series between the Nationals and the Dodgers. The season series between Washington and LA is all tied up 2 games apiece. The Dodgers are outscoring the Nationals in this series by a count of 13-11. The Nationals have not lost a series against an NL West opponent since April 26th through the 28th when they dropped 2 out of 3 to the Padres. The Dodgers are coming in with the best record in the National League. They have the second best record in baseball. Only the Yankees are better as of this video. This series is interesting because if the season ended today, the Cubs and the Cardinals would play a game 163 since they're tied for first place in the NL Central. The loser of that game would play the Nationals in the National League wildcard game. The winner of that game would go on to play, guess who? The Dodgers. So now, let's talk starters. On Friday, the Dodgers are sending out Hyunjin Ryu. Ryu is 11-2 with a 1.76 ERA. Wow, that is ridiculous. In his last start, he went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 7, and he took the win as the Dodgers beat the Marlins 2-1. The Nationals are countering with Anibal Sanchez. Sanchez is 6-6 with a 3.80 ERA. In his last start, he went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 4, and he took the dub as the Nats won 5-3 in Atlanta. On Saturday, the Dodgers are sending out Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw is 8-2 with a 2.84 ERA. In his last start, he went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, walked 1, struck out 10, but he took the no decision as the Dodgers beat the Marlins 10-6. As for his opponent, we don't know yet. As of this video, the Nationals have not named a starter for Saturday's game. In the series finale on Sunday, the Dodgers are sending out Walker Buehler. Buehler is 9-1 with a 3.23 ERA. In his last start, he went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, no runs, walked nobody, struck out 11, and he took the win as the Dodgers beat the Marlins 9-0. The Nationals are countering with Steven Strasburg. Strasburg is 13-4 with a 3.37 ERA. In his last start, he went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, struck out 8, picked up another hit and another dub as the Nationals pounded the Rockies 11-1. So here's how the Nationals can win the series. For the Washington Nationals, this is arguably the toughest series of the season. They must find a way to hold on to their wildcard spot through the weekend as they face one of the best teams in baseball in the Los Angeles Dodgers. It certainly won't be an easy one, as the Dodgers have one of the best offenses in baseball. They're top 10 in batting average and RBIs, and they're second in baseball in home runs, first in the National League. Only Minnesota hits more out of the park. Fortunately, the Nationals are used to facing high-powered offenses at this point, as they're coming off back-to-back series against the likes of Atlanta and the Rockies. With this in mind, the Nationals' key to winning this series is the same as it was for Colorado: keep the score down and the ball in the park. That was how the Nationals can win this series, but now let's look at how the Dodgers can win it. The Los Angeles Dodgers have a 14.5 game lead in the National League West, and for good reason. As stated earlier, LA has one of the best offenses in baseball, and they have one of the league's best pitching staffs to complement it. Their 3.34 staff ERA is lowest in all of baseball. On the whole, it's hard to find a chink in the Dodgers' armor. This is a team that looks primed and ready for a deep playoff run, and the scary thing about that, I'm saying this before the trade deadline. They haven't even made any deals yet. Just think about how good this team's going to get after the trade deadline. Ooh. Anyway, the Dodgers' key to this series is to keep games close early and let the bullpens decide them late. So here's my thoughts on the series. If you just take a look at these two teams' records, you'll think the Dodgers run away with this series no problem. However, if you dive a little bit deeper, you'll find this series is a lot closer than you think. At least on paper it is. Since the All-Star break, these two have posted similar records. The Dodgers are 7-5, the Nationals are 8-5, and their staffs have been two of the best in the big leagues. The Nationals have posted a 3.02 ERA, which is second best in baseball, and the Dodgers are at 3.16, which ranks fourth. The only team in between them is the Mets. Yeah, I know, like, it's weird. But the only team better than both of them since the break, Cleveland, with an ERA of 2.75. Now, add on to that, these two already split a 4-game series in LA over Mother's Day weekend. 3 of those games ended in shutouts, by the way. And we may be in for a good one this weekend, folks. Before anyone says, Evan, what about the Nationals bullpen, blah, 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 blah. The Nats bullpen pitched 2 scoreless games in the series in question, and one of those was a shutout for the Nationals. So, however, the Nationals pitching rotation this weekend is shaky to say the least. The Dodgers are dodging 2 of the Nats' top 3 starters, so with this in mind, I'll say the Dodgers take 2 out of 3. So what do y'all think? Who's taking this series? Is it the Nationals or the Dodgers? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'm Stats with Evan, and I hope you have a 100% day. See y'all later.